Hey there. Oh, sorry, I had a little pop-up go away. Okay, welcome to this video about releasing on relationships. And I wanted to make this video because I don't know what's going on astrologically, but I'm feeling it. I'm feeling a lot of resentment come up and nitpicking and victimization that just feels like aggression. So I wanted to use my handy dandy Sedona method to do a personal release on myself, which I already did. And then I wanted to share a release with you all in case you struggle with similar things to me. We all know that romantic relationships can be challenging. They can be confusing, especially if you have codependency or people pleasing tendencies like I do, or a history of not being allowed to feel your own emotions, having somebody else be the emotional dictator in the relationship, taking up a lot of space, and also being really angry with you specifically on how you feel or invalidating your feelings. In other words, if you have an experience with an abusive relationship. But you don't need to have experience with an abusive relationship to get benefit from this video. This is just for anybody who wants to feel more emotional clarity in their relationship and be able to communicate yourself more effectively and calmly in your relationship so you can experience more connection and fluidity with your partner, and or so you can make the decision about what your next best move is with internal peace. So yes, this video may gift you emotional and mental clarity to choose to stay or leave, but it also may give you the opportunity to let go of some things that are kind of getting in the way and creating illusion in your relationship so that you can really see the truth of what is and actually feel a lot more unconditional love for your partner, and therefore be able to gift a lot more compassion for yourself and for them, and again just have a lot more efficient communication with them. Okay, all that being said, let's talk about the Sedona method. So if you have not watched any of my other videos, really it's only like one other video that I posted so far, then you're maybe brand new to the Sedona method. And if you are, that's great. I'm so glad that you're giving this a try. It's kind of like a meditative process where instead of expressing your emotional reaction or suppressing your emotional reaction to specific situations or places or people, you're choosing your third and your more natural option of releasing. Releasing literally means letting the energy move out of your body. And part of this process involves welcoming that emotion first, allowing it to be here, feeling it as it is, and then choosing to let it go. We've been taught to suppress or express our emotions and conditioned to do this. So we kind of forget that we actually have the freedom to just let them go and experience inner emotional peace whenever we choose. That in itself can feel challenging and or threatening at first, especially if you've been dealing with relationship issues or any other sort of emotional type stories and thoughts and experiences for a really, really long time. The Sedona method makes letting go of and moving through things that you may have been experiencing for 10 years really easy. And it's okay for that to feel threatening at first. I'm gonna make this specific video a little bit more beginner friendly, a little bit more surface level, just so you can experience some immediate relief and start opening your heart and opening your mind to this process. If what I'm saying so far is intriguing to you, I highly recommend that you get the book. You don't have to tab it like a psychopath like I did. It's by Hale Dwoskin called The Sedona Method. You can get it on Amazon. You can get it as an audiobook. That's how I started, but I quickly decided that I definitely needed a written copy that I could write in and basically use as a Bible instead of the audiobook. Okay, spiel over. The only thing required of you during this process, if you've never done it before, is just a quiet space where you won't be interrupted, and anywhere from 15 to 20 minutes for the entire process. You can sit in a chair, you can have your feet on the ground or off the ground, whatever you prefer. There is no rigid structure to how you sit and how you do this process, including how you experience the release and the emotions themselves. So they could come up as visualizations, they could come up as sounds or thoughts, they could come up as physical sensations in the body, they could come up as colors or memories. You can do somatic type practices where you feel the emotion and squeeze your body or shake your body, and when you choose to release that emotion, you relax the body. Allow your intuition to guide you in this process, and allow yourself to be a little creative too. Whatever you let go of during this process, you have let go of for good. If you need to continue letting go on this specific topic or a specific section of this topic, you have done nothing wrong. It's just likely that you've been dealing with some of these patterns for a really long time, and they may have a little bit more depth to them. Doesn't mean that they're never going to go away. It just may require a few more repetitions to let them go fully. Okay, spiel officially over. Let's start by closing our eyes and taking a few deep breaths. Hopefully you already found your comfortable position. You're in your quiet space. And the first question I always ask is an invitation, and a really powerful question to ask yourself many times throughout your day. Can you, in this moment, allow yourself to be as you are? And can you simply stop or pause? Can you just press the pause button on needing to do, needing to be, needing to become, needing to go somewhere? And can you create even more space for yourself to be as you are? And bring to mind a specific relationship that's causing emotional challenge in your life. And can you allow this relationship to feel as challenging as it does, just for now? Can you allow it to feel as big of a deal as it does? Can you allow it to feel as overwhelming as it does? As serious as it does? And as you welcome forward the seriousness, the overwhelm, the importance that you feel, could you also welcome forward any wanting to change these feelings? Any wanting to fix them or make them go away? Any wanting to hold on to them or push them away? And put on your curiosity hat and just check to see, could you just for now let go of the seriousness of this situation? Could you let go of wanting it to be such a big deal? Could you let go of wanting to believe that it's really challenging? as best you can. You don't have to know how. Just check to see if you could. And also check to see if you could let go of wanting to change how challenging it feels, wanting to fix how challenging it seems to be. Just for now. Could you grant yourself the right to be free of wanting to change, fix, or control the challenge? As you may notice, we are simply allowing this feeling of challenging to exist. We're getting you familiar and comfortable with the physical sensation or the visualization or the thoughts and memories that this feeling of challenge brings forward. And as you welcome this feeling of challenge, check to see if in this moment you're physically threatened. Are you in danger, or have you been walking around with this illusion of being in danger because of this feeling? And check to see, can you grant this feeling the right to be as it is? And now check to see if you could let go of this feeling altogether. Could you allow this feeling of challenge, of efforting, of forcing to simply unravel? And again, bring to mind the current relationship that seems to be causing struggle or conflict. And check to see if that stirs up any frustration or anger in you or the other person. And again, can you welcome those memories and those feelings to be here as they are, as strongly as they might start or as subtly as they may feel, or as subtly as they may transform? And check to see, in relation to the anger, could you let go of wanting to defend yourself in that way? Could you let go of wanting to be defensive? And again, can you welcome forward any wanting to change the other person, wanting to fix them or control them? And could you let that go too? And again, as you welcome forward the anger from you or another person, or the transfer of anger between the two of you, all the specific situations or memories, or just the feeling itself, can you also welcome forward the desire to be safe? Wanting safety. And whenever we welcome forward the wanting of something, it's not the thing itself. that's unattainable or not possible or not there. It's the wanting that gives us the illusion that we don't already have it. So again, welcome for the wanting to be safe or the wanting safety in this relationship. And just check to see, could you let go of the wanting part? That efforting, that desire, that attachment, that holding on to, that wishing for. That also comes with the, but I can't have it. I don't have it already. If you believe it doesn't already exist, then you'll never be able to see where it already does. So in this moment, would you rather hold on to wanting safety? Or would you rather just feel safe? So as best you can, just for now, could you let go of the wanting safety? And would you let go of the wanting safety? And when? And could you also let go of believing that safety has to come from the other person? Could you welcome forward that belief that you have to be safe with the other person, that the other person must make you feel safe in order to feel safe? Can you see how wanting it from somebody else is preventing you from having it already? Because maybe the safety doesn't come from them, maybe it comes from within you. So again, you see how the wanting safety prevents you from feeling it. So would you be willing to allow all of that to unravel? To let go of believing that safety comes from another person, to let go of believing that somebody else is responsible for saving you. And in this moment, could you also welcome forward any small seed of desire? Pro tip, we all have it, of wanting to be the victim of a situation or situations in general, of wanting to play that role like an actor on a stage. And just check to see, just for now, in the safety of this moment, you're allowed to pick it up later. Could you let go of wanting to be the victim? Could you let go of wanting somebody else to save you? Could you let go of wanting to believe that it's somebody else's responsibility for saving you? And could you also let go of wanting to believe that you are incapable of creating safety for yourself? And again, welcome for the relationship that is currently causing emotional challenge or struggle. And can you welcome forward this deep desire within of wanting to be one with that person? Wanting to be one is wanting that feeling of enmeshment with another, that feeling of ecstasy with another, of sameness, of wholeness, of bliss. We often get moments of it in our relationships, and we become attached to that feeling because we love to confuse others with the wholeness that actually exists within all of us. We forget that other people are just people. We forget that we are all the same. We are all already one, living in an illusion of separateness. So welcome forward that feeling of wanting to be one with another, that craving, or just that feeling of being one with another. And can you welcome forward any wanting to control or hold on to this feeling? Can you let go of wanting it to be forever and always? And can you also welcome forward that feeling of being disconnected from your partner, that feeling of separateness? That feeling of we are not the same. And can you welcome forward any wanting to control that or fix that? Any wanting to disapprove of all the ways in which you are not the same? And can you welcome forward any wanting to judge those differences as bad, to label them as bad, or make those differences mean something about you and this other person? And can you just allow all of that to unravel? There was a lot that came forward, so just check to see if you could let it go and if you would let it go and when you would choose to. And bring to mind something this other person said that caused some sort of emotional reaction in you. And can you welcome forward your now feeling about that? Not necessarily how you felt in the moment, unless that is your now feeling, but how you feel about it right now in this moment. And could you let that feeling go? And would you let that feeling go? And when? And again, bring to mind something this person said that triggered you in some sort of way. And can you welcome forward any desire to make what this person said mean something about them and who they are? Can you welcome forward any labels you've given them? And could you allow those to dissolve too? Often the labels that we give people about what they say and what they do is colored by our past experiences and our traumas and the wounds that shape the world for our own protection, shape our perspective for protection. So oftentimes the way that we judge what other people say and what other people do is not rooted in truth. And sometimes it causes us to burn the bridges of our relationships preemptively. So when you're willing to let go of the illusion and the labels that you've given somebody because of what they've said or what they've done, you make room to see the truth. And sometimes you're right about the truth, in which case you can make informed decisions about what to do next. But sometimes what you think and what you believe about that person is illusionary. And so when you let it go, you're able to show up with a lot more love and compassion for them, what they're going through. You can actually hear what they're saying, and you can actually see their behaviors for what they are. So let's talk about the personal aspect of this. Again, bring to mind that thing that person said that felt triggering. And can you welcome forward any desire you have to make that statement personal? Any desire or habit you have of making that statement or what somebody says to mean something about you and who you are. Check to see if there was any part of you that heard what they said to mean that you are incapable, or you are unworthy, or you are unlovable, or you are weak. And can you allow those personal labels, those personal feeling assaults, perceived assaults, to be here as they are? And as you welcome them forward, you may remember other times in which you felt this way. And so as not to get lost in those memories, simply create space in your brain for any sentences or memories to flash by quickly. Let go of wanting to attach them or wanting to replay this script over and over. So check to see in this moment, could you let go of wanting what other people say to be personal? Of wanting what other people say to mean something about you or who you are, as best as you can. That one takes practice. And we'll do this same series of release with that person's behavior, a single behavior. And each time you come back to this video, you can do another thing they said and another behavior. So bring to mind this relationship that feels challenging. And can you welcome forward any behavior that they do that really grinds your gears? And in this moment, can you welcome forward any wanting to make this behavior mean something about them or who they are? Can you welcome forward any labels that you've attached to this behavior? Labels about them. And check to see as quickly as they come up if you can also let them go. If you can allow them to bubble to the surface and pop or escape your body. And can you also welcome forward any desire to make this person's behavior mean something about you and who you are? i.e., they don't care about me, they don't see me. I'm unimportant. I am unsafe. And can you allow that to let go as quickly as it comes up? And finally, bring this person to mind one more time. Can you welcome forward any wanting to love them, any wanting to approve of them? And could you allow yourself to let go of the efforting behind this wanting? Could you allow yourself to let go of wanting to love them and wanting to approve of them? And simply allow yourself to do these things instead. And if one or both of those feel unattainable, whenever you feel that desire to want to love them or want to approve of them, resonating behind the frequency of disapproving of them, we only disapprove of something or somebody if deep down we really want to love it. That just means we have conditions around how we can or when we will love something or someone. Just let it go as best you can, or simply welcome it. Eventually, you may come to find that the people or places or things that you consider to be so unlovable, you may find that you have more than enough love to give to all. So finally, welcome forward wanting to disapprove of this person or wanting to hate this person. And you may be surprised to find that there is a little inner teen or child or just a little piece of you that is kind of trickstery or mischievous and actually wants to experience disliking or disapproving of people. So as best you can, just for now, could you also let that go? And to close off, just check to see, could you let go of this challenging situation in its entire energetic expression and blueprint? Again, you don't have to know how to do this. You can simply allow your body to lead. And would you let go of this entire situation, this entire challenge and blueprint program? And when? When is always an invitation. You can let it go now, you can let it go later. And if you answer no to any of the questions, just check to see if you could hold on to it tighter and tighter and tighter and tighter. And how do you feel? Do you feel any more free? Any sense of release or relief? Whenever you do this process, you may find that you become significantly more mentally clear about situations or about people. And you may notice that people miraculously change without the fighting, without the forcing, without the teaching and the mentoring or the managing. You may be pleasantly surprised to find that when you free yourself of these energetic ties, you're also freeing the people in your relationship of those same anchors. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a like, comment below your experience, give this account a follow, and if you would like a private, personalized session, you can follow me on social media, send me a message, or again, leave a comment here. I don't know if you can leave messages on YouTube, but if you can, I'll find them, so give it a try. Thanks for watching, thanks for listening. Have a good one.